What is happening, everybody? This is Dang Square, and today I'm going to be starting my first episode of a series I want to call Overdriven. Pretty much it's going to be me checking out different pedals, overdrives, and stuff like that. When it comes to guitars and stuff, you know, you have people who are amp nerds or cab nerds. I am a pedal fanatic. I like pedals, all kinds of pedals, mostly overdrives and distortion kind of pedals. And for this first episode, the pedal that we're going to be looking at will be the Orange Terra Stomp. Now, technically, this is not overdrive or anything like that. I mean, it's a pedal, obviously, but this is also an amp. If you look at the back, you can see it has an input, effects loop, and a cab out, not a out and sim cab. It's an 15 volt. It comes with its own power supply and everything. It's a 2-channel amp. You got your channel 1, channel 2, and they each share the gain and the shape tone. So this will be the first pedal, quote, that we'll be trying out. I acquired this through a buy and borrow subscription. It's a pedal subscription. It has the 3 tiers. I picked the low one because there I've looked through the listing and you can get some pretty cool stuff just on the low tiers, only like $20 a month. And it's going to help supply this series. So also I'll use pedals that I have myself, just to kind of look at. But yeah, I got through there and I just subscribed to it like a few days ago, and this came in like quick. So it's very, I mean, at least if you're close to Alabama, that's where its main headquarters at. So if you're close to Alabama area, then you're going to get this stuff pretty quick. So, but we're going to hook this up on the board. I've already kind of played on it a little bit, trying to figure out how it actually works. It's not like how I was hoping to. The effects loop is kind of weird because I try using the metal zone through the effects loop on the return, and it works, but it doesn't because it kills everything else. Like I put a regular guitar through here through my board, and it didn't work. It kills everything else. So that feature, as the way I want it to work, doesn't. It does. I am using my 412 Marshall cabinet, so that does work with this, which is pretty cool. Didn't think this little thing could power that cabinet, but it does. Let's go check it out. Alright, just so you can see, yes, this is pretty much a mini pedal amp. You plug it in, you turn it on, you got your channel 1 and your channel 2. Alright, so here's the board right now with the orange on it, the Orange Terra stamp. The stamp. And since I can't use the metal zone on it, I'm putting the jackhammer on and just using it through regular effects off the GEC9. And yeah, this right here is, I mean, minus the cab, this is the entire rig, amp and all, right here. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, it is a 2-channel, as I showed earlier. So here are some sounds. a nifty little amp. Alright, so as you can hear, the amp is actually really good. I like it better taking pedals than I do the overdrive of the amp, of the little amp itself. To me, it was too fuzz, and I'm not a big fan of fuzz at all. Like, I really don't like fuzz. But taking pedals, like taking the Marshall jackhammer with the OCD boosting it, sounded good. It sounded really good. The audio you will be hearing from this video is from my phone, my Samsung 22. I try to do the high-tech deal of miking the cab and then running from the cab sim. But and I was going to do this whole thing of bouncing back and forth between the two sounds, but it sounded like straight ass. So I was just like, listening to the audio replay from my phone, I was like, that sounds pretty good, and it's close to what I'm actually hearing, being it's from the same, about the same distance. So we're going to go with that audio. And it's going to save me a lot of work, because I ain't going to do it bounce back and forth. But that's the audio you will be hearing is from my phone. But yeah, like I said, it sounds good once you get a good dial in. And like I said, I like it better with it taking pedals, using it as a straight clean amp, and using the jackhammer for the overdrive and all that stuff. I like that way better than the overdrive from the actual orange. So yeah, that's the orange Terror Stamp. I keep wanting to say stomp, but it's a stamp. But anyway, not sure what the next pedal is. I might end up just going ahead and doing something that I have just for the next. I'm not sure if this is going to be a weekly thing or a monthly thing or whenever I want to do it. But yeah, catch y'all next time.